Everywhere you look in American politics right now, one name dominates the headlines: Donald Trump. But this time, it's not about rallies, not about campaigns, and not even about the 2024 election aftermath. It's about the walls closing in, faster, louder, and more dramatically than ever before. Because right now, Donald Trump is not facing just one legal storm. He's facing several, and each one of them could decide his political future. For decades, Donald Trump has lived with lawsuits, business disputes, civil cases, even bankruptcies. We're talking about multiple criminal cases running side by side in different states with different prosecutors, all circling around one man. The timing couldn't be more critical. With Trump campaigning to return to the White House, these legal troubles are exploding all at once. So the real question is, why now? Why are Trump's legal battles piling up in 2025 like never before? Let's begin with New York. This case takes us back to 2016. During the final days of his first presidential campaign, Trump allegedly authorized hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels in order to keep their affair out of the spotlight. The payment itself was not illegal. A criminal indictment in New York. Trump has pleaded not guilty. He calls it a witch hunt. But for the first time in American history, a former president was hauled into a courtroom as a criminal defendant. That alone marks history. But this is just the beginning. The second, and perhaps more serious case, is unfolding in Florida. After leaving the White House in January 2021, Trump took with him boxes of classified documents, some of the most sensitive national security papers America possesses. These weren't just papers left in a drawer. They included intelligence reports, military plans, and nuclear secrets that prosecutors claimed Trump not only kept them illegally, but actively tried to hide them from investigators. The image shocked the nation. Stacks of classified folders found in his Mar-a-Lago bathroom, ballrooms, and storage closets. The charges here are severe. Willful retention of national defense information, obstruction of justice, and making false statements. If convicted, Trump could face years in prison. But again, Trump insists this is political persecution. Next stop, Georgia. We all remember the infamous phone call. In January 2021, just days before leaving office, Trump called Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. And on that call, Trump demanded officials find 11,780 votes, just enough to overturn Joe Biden's victory in the state. That phone call sparked a massive investigation. Prosecutors alleged Trump and his allies conspired to interfere with the state's election results, pressuring officials and even creating a slate of fake electors. In August 2023, a grand jury indicted Trump under Georgia's racketeering laws, the same type of laws used against mob bosses. This case alone could take years to resolve, but if found guilty, Trump could face prison under state law, meaning he couldn't even pardon himself if he returns to the White House. And then there's the big one, the federal case led by special counsel Jack Smith, centered on Trump's role in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Prosecutors say Trump spread lies about election fraud, encouraged supporters to march on the Capitol, and pressured officials at every level to overturn the election results. The charge is simple but powerful: conspiracy to defraud the United States. If convicted, this could define Trump's legacy forever. Not as a former president, but as a criminal who attacked the very democracy he once swore to protect. So why are all these legal troubles exploding right now, in 2025? The answer is timing. Trials take years to build. Evidence must be gathered. Witnesses must be questioned. Grand juries must deliberate. For prosecutors, the 2024 election campaign created a deadline. They didn't move before the election. They risked letting Trump return to the White House with all these cases unresolved. And once in office, he could attempt to shut them down. So prosecutors pressed the accelerator. And now in 2025, the dam has burst. Trump isn't fighting one battle. He's fighting four at the same time. And that brings us to the central point. Trump's legal troubles aren't just exploding because of evidence or because of politics. They're exploding because the clock is running out. For prosecutors, for voters, and for America itself.